That's one I don't know if I want to watch the tape. And we shouldn't have been down 11 at half. We screwed up the first half. You know, we did what we wanted to do, but we missed every shot. You can't have your starters go 3 for 27, 3 of your starters that you're banking on to make baskets and expect to win. But that being said, you know, we get foul trouble, we got to sub, we got to do stuff. We're not as good. We look discombobulated again because everybody held the ball. Instead of that ball whipping around and moving, everybody caught it and bounced it first, or, you know, and you got to give them credit. They played well. In the second half, they went right after us, and, you know, I'm disappointed that we did not play better because I thought we were ready to play a good game on the road. And we're going to have to prove we can play on the road. Going to have to prove at some point we can play on the road. Yes.
You guys got a lot of seniors, upperclassmen. How can you be this deep and those guys not? Oh, I'm sorry. How can you be this deep with this many veterans into the season and guys act like they don't know what's going on out there?
Well, again, we had some breakdowns. We were playing some guys that hadn't been playing that much. I wanted to go with a short rotation, and all of a sudden, Oscar played the beginning of the game. He gave up 5 dunks. And then Kaysen gets 2 fouls, and now we're playing guys we haven't been playing a whole lot. But like I said, we are better than we played, and I told him after, most times you're not as good as you think and you're not as bad as you think. Let's just hope we're not as bad as we look today. Yes.
They were able to limit Sheway. How were they able to do that? What did you see from them?
He was fading away on some of the stuff, and that gave Bidiaka a chance to block shots instead of going through him. And this kid's bothered him in the past. You know, he's 7 foot, he's long. I thought they collapsed and he needed to kick out, but we got rattled. He got rattled. We got a bunch of guys that got rattled in the game. And, you know, even in the second half where we just opened it up and let's go dribble, drive straight, you know, we weren't able to move and get where we needed to go.
How much of a confidence, I mean, shot to the confidence is it just when you think you're playing better, you get smacked like that?
Yeah. You know, I told him after, you know, I can remember going to Kansas and doing what we did, and they won a national title. It's a long season. So let's learn from this and let's get this right. We got to start playing better away from home. Just have to.
Coach, what did you think of Bradley and Sears and Quinterly, the three-headed monster?
They did good. They did good. In the end, when the game was over and they could just hold the ball and do their thing, you know, they're able to get downhill. They got great ways of getting it off the glass. They did good.
Coach, you've seen a lot of one-and-done type guys that come in as freshmen really ready to play. When you watch Brandon Miller, what do you see from him?
He's good. The biggest thing that he's consistent shooting the ball. And that makes him, you got to be aware of where he is. It spaces the court. It gives the guards more room to move. He's good. Good player.
Coach, you seem like you've seen such a breakthrough the last 2 games mentally, and even some of the comments from the players after the game. What's your message to the team today after just a disappointing loss?
Got to regroup. We got a game, I think, Tuesday. Is it Tuesday or Wednesday? Yeah, we got a game. And we got to regroup and go. I just don't even know if I want to look at the tape. I may watch the first half. And again, I came in and said we fouled 2 guards that we didn't need to foul, and we gave up a 3 to Brandon, which was 7, and we gave up 5 dunks off of Oscar. And we're okay. And you know, I went back with the starters. And they didn't. We played better when they weren't in. Well, that can't be who we are. There's no way. And the other guys can play in spots, but when you try to play them 12 minutes, they're going to break down. They haven't played that much. I thought a dude did some great stuff today. But his stuff is not to be playing, you know, 15 minutes and a half. So.
John, you said we got to play better on the road. it a mental thing to go on the road?
I don't know. We're going to have to talk about it and figure stuff out. You know, I just said we had some guys that, again, when you look like a really good player, looked like he could not play. What is that? And it's coming off a couple games where we really look good together. And I think when it got away and we were playing without the guys that you're counting on, it got harder. Now all of a sudden we're not Kentucky. Those guys gotta perform.
Cal, what's something, Cal, that you and the staff have got to do better going forward to help this group?
Again, if we could figure out the mentality on road games, we're going to have to talk it through. You know, and I think offensively, again, just demanding that ball move and we space higher. I'm trying to get guys to space higher, and we're still down because it's an easier play when you're down to try to go to the baseline. When you go middle, it's a little. So I think that one thing we got to keep showing them, that you can't be spaced the way we are. You know, and then Oscar, I just said there were rebounds that he got last year, he didn't get. Many of them he was rebounding with one hand. Well, these guys are too big and they're active. I mean, we were up on the rebounds at halftime. We were. And then all of a sudden you look around. I haven't looked at that stat, but my guess is they out-rebounded us. We missed enough shots that they could rebound. One more question.
John, with Oscar, obviously he's played 40 minutes the last couple of games. Is there any fatigue setting in there?
What I've been saying to him is sub yourself, and he came at me and said, you know what, Coach, I don't know how to do that, so I'm just going to count on you subbing me. But what happened to start the game, it wasn't how we were playing these pick and rolls. And then I'm trying to do it on the board and explain it again, and they got another lob, and I said, you can't be in. I got a good group. We just got to come together, all of us, and say, all right, how do we do this? We have been good defensively. How did we break down? Was it because the score was what it was, or was it us? And then offensively, you know, we got to look at the shots we're missing. Are they makeable shots, or do we have the wrong guy shooting? Some other guys should be shooting. Should we space it